Welcome back, activists, to week 3 of the legislative session. 2 controversial bills were heard this week. The Senate Education Committee heard another bill that will expand taxpayer-funded private school vouchers. Senate Bill 1172 is the companion bill to House Speaker Corcoran's top priority, House Bill 1. Supporters of this bill claim it gives parents choice, especially when a child is victim of bullying, but it does nothing to stop bullying. It is another backdoor attempt to privatize education, this time using sales tax revenue to fund private school vouchers.
I don't know that, the House's motivation is the same as Senator Galvano's motivation. In their debate, I believe the sponsor specifically said that this bill is about choice, not about stopping bullying.
The bill passed along party lines. We will continue to monitor this legislation and send out action alerts when it is up in committee. House Bill 25, the union-busting decertification bill, was heard on the House floor this week. Several members of the House valiantly stood and defended Florida's working families.
With this bill, we're actually promoting the absurd idea that workers are better off without a union negotiating on their behalf. Are we serious? Do we really think that workers are better off without a union negotiating on their behalf? That flies in the face of all available data, which shows the existence of unions raises wages and raises benefits for all. It especially closes the wage gap for women and for communities of color.
The people that choose not to do it don't have to do it. They don't have to sign a card. They don't have to be a member of that labor organization. They don't have to vote. They don't get to vote, but they don't have to vote because they don't have to become a member. But they still get the benefits and the advantages that are put forth in front of them by a labor organization being in place.
House Democrats stood united voting against the bill. One courageous Republican, Representative Tom Goodson, voted against his party leadership and with the Democrats when the vote was called. The bill still passed by a vote of 65 to 41. Despite the passage of this bill in the House, it is important that our members stay focused. If your local union is under the 50% threshold, you are at risk of losing your contract and your union representation. The answer? Organize.
Our best defense is a great offense. And if our locals were all above the 50% density level, this would be a non-starter for us. So we need to organize, and organize. We need to talk to all of our potential members and tell them what's at stake and tell them why joining together with us, their colleagues, makes it better for them in their classrooms, in their cafeterias, whatever they do in the public school setting. But together we make a difference.
Things are picking up speed now in the Capitol. That means the budget process has already begun, and we expect to learn more about allocations soon. That also means we will start to see the so-called train bills coming down the tracks. Trains are several bills cobbled together into one big ugly mess. One of these was heard in the House Education Committee this week. The bill is the bigger, badder version of last year's 7069, which is still the cause of consternation for many education stakeholders.
We have just recently learned about a new proposed committee bill. It's still in draft form, so details are still a little sparse, but we do know it's already over 100 pages. And it is likely to mirror in many ways last year's 7069. It's going to have some sweeteners in there, including things like removing all computerized testing for elementary and middle school students. But the majority of the bill, just like 7069, will be a giveaway to charter schools and to private schools, including vouchers. So it's definitely something that we will be watching carefully, and certainly you can be on the lookout for more updates from us as this proposed committee bill moves through.
A special thanks goes out to all those who contacted House representatives in opposition to House Bill 25. Combined with other unions across the state, we collectively placed thousands of calls and emails to our state representatives, but we need more members like you to become activists.
At the beginning of the year, we started a Be There campaign. We wanted all of our Florida Education Association members to be there. And what that means is you need to call lawmakers. You are constituents. You are folks who live in these communities, and they listen to you. It is about the pressure that we can apply to these lawmakers. Nothing good is coming out of this legislative session. It's going to take you calling and emailing and ensuring that our voice is at the table. You are that voice. And so we're asking all of our educational support professionals, all of our teachers, all of our retired members, all of our students, and anyone who cares about public education. Please call these lawmakers because they need the public pressure, and you are the public.
There are many ways that you, as a member of the Florida Education Association, can stay involved. Amongst the things that you can do are signing up for text alerts. You can follow us on Facebook and on Twitter. Talk to your members and potential members, and be sure that you share these weekly videos.
Our fight is long from over. Make sure to tune in next week for our next session recap.